The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's and the Garavogue Bar. I'm on my phone again.
Oh, it doesn't matter, Ray.
I'm on my phone
I've
again.
given up on you, truth be told. I'm working AI Brendan to the tits this week. No, I actually am.
He's looking well now, Brendan. How well,
Honest
sir?
to God.
Yeah.
I've been using AI Brendan for my own personal use. Not to make, like, pornos.
That sounds really bad.
AI Brendan's in the room with me and Nicola now. Multicam streams.
Multicam streams, yeah. That's what the bunny is these days.
That's you have to knock use out of them. You can't just be doing this thing. No, yeah, it's been... so I had to make sure it all reset and all that, and it's working and all that kind of
Yeah,
crap.
that's fine.
It's working fine. Look at him. You move into the middle, will you?
You should have real problems, like me worrying that I do get a small bit too drunk towards the end of every podcast.
Why did you say that?
I'm drinking the White Hag Fawn.
Yeah.
And Little Fawn.
Little Fawning.
And I found on the last two episodes drinking Little Fawn that towards the last half hour of the podcast, I wouldn't be as sharp. I'd be kind of
Ray.
softly.
Okay, well then you must have had a Little Fawn then coming out of the womb because you haven't been sharp since, Ray. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I don't see you getting more drunk as the
That's all right.
episodes go on.
I just hate to be, letting people down in that respect with my performance.
Oh, hang on now. Okay, well, first of all, you've been let your performance for years and years. From your father trying to put you out in the field to Laura putting you in the bed. You've been let. But come here. But
Lovely that Dad and Laura have that in common.
Something in common.
Yeah, I do struggle with him as well, ML.
I got 2 minutes out of him, Laura. That's all I got out of him as well. That's all I got out of him. So I was going to say something else there now, but I have to get pure confused. What did you say before that made me make fun of your performances?
Drinking with
Oh, you haven't been sharp. Oh yeah, don't be listening to yourself. I found that.
Oh yeah,
I know we have to edit ourselves, but
that's
the more
awful hard. I swear to God, I've never, after 7 years of this, I've never hated myself so much.
But I go through those stages as well, Ray.
Do you?
You know I do ring you sometimes.
Yeah, this is awful.
The odd time go during the week. Not like about a particular podcast, but I'd just be like, Ray, the country must hate me, Ray. I've been listening to myself there for 3 episodes. I'd listen back and they have to hate me.
They have to hate you, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't want to become one of those people that people love to hate.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
know what you mean, yeah.
I don't want to be one of those people that I do see, I think we've said this before, but on TikTok, it's just full of people that people put them up on the pedestal so that they can just like make fun of them.
Yeah.
I hope that's not us.
I don't think so.
We're like articulate gentlemen.
Very.
Like people if you're not on Patreon, we wear tux.
Yeah,
we're
very well dressed.
Single live
By the way,
show.
I apologise. I'm wearing a very old Jack and Jones t-shirt to this episode.
Ray, you bought 7 of those 2 years ago.
It does nothing for me, Laura says.
I like it. I don't mind it as much. Do you know what I'm wearing? Do you know how old Kendy is now? You can't see it on this.
That's a Dunn's t-shirt.
It's a Dunn's t-shirt.
I knew by the look of it.
It's a Dunn's.
But apparently that's the thing now. You're going to get lovely...
T-shirt.
What is it?
You know, like a breathable sports t-shirt.
Yeah, I must look into it because they look nice.
Yeah, no, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll give them that now and Dunn's. But
I see Tony Ward, he goes in for the Blue Moose Band. He goes in and he buys them, all his t-shirts. And with the hot weather, he had to go in and buy 6 or 7 more.
But that's how you know you're getting old, you see. When you're not looking in the River Island anymore or wherever people are looking.
Why River Island is closing?
It must be because we were the last cunts to buy anything in this about fucking 10 years ago. But Top Shop and all of them places, I go into Dunn's to do the shop and you walk in Sligo. Whenever you've eventually found the tightest car park space in the country, you walk in, but you have to walk through the clothing section.
Yeah.
And I'd be looking at their brand of clothing going, look, what a lovely, sensible sweatshirt that is now. Wouldn't that be lovely on me? That's what I find myself doing. And that's how you know you're getting old. And speaking of getting old, I did want to bring this up straight away.
Sure.
Because I've been fighting with demons in my can all week.
Really?
Over multiple things, Ray. Truth be told, you should be happy that I'm coming in as positive as I am, because I could have came in like a bull.
Have I said something like I did before, right? You thought I was insulting your DJing expertise.
Oh yeah, do you remember that?
But is this
we only talked about it after as well. We didn't talk about it at the podcast. It was only afterwards I said, come here,
I think we talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
But what have I insulted this week?
No, you haven't insulted me at all.
Okay.
I insulted myself.
Right.
My own integrity. No, it's not that at all. So what happened was I went back in playing JA.
Yes.
I saw the best championship in the history of JA championships that I've ever watched since 1998.
This was the Donegal and Kerry experience.
Yeah, but also everything that came before us.
Yeah.
Okay, and I also got to get involved with the On the Edge podcast and listen to Emlyn Mulligan, former Leitrim player, talk brilliant and just get really immersed in this new football. Fair play to Jim Gavin. He may run for president when Hawley D has to step down.
Jim Gavin?
Jim Gavin was Dublin manager for years and years, won multiple All-Ireland titles.
Okay.
Retired.
Yeah.
Right? And then someone said to him, Jim, you know that football that you were playing, that was brilliant and all, but there's 31 other counties playing absolute shite. Okay? So can you step up and make new rules that will make sure that everyone has to go out and play a bit of football?
And has it?
And he did.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, the JA wouldn't be known for its kind of innovation. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a
Adaptability.
no, they wouldn't be very adaptable
Something
at all.
Donegal
No.
didn't do on the day.
Oh!
You could tell I spent 4 hours in the car with my father yesterday.
Jim Plan A McGuinness. That's all it is.
Stick to plan A.
Stick to Plan A. He's the Ruben Amorim of the JA world. So anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, so they said to Jim Gavin, you may try and fix this.
You
Jim.
make the rules.
Yeah, so Jim got a team of people together, including Michael Murphy from a retired Donegal player, who then made the rules and said, this suits me down to the ground, I'm coming out of retirement,
back.
and I could stand in full forwards, and I don't have to run back anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the rules is that. But Jim Gavin came in, changed the game. And I mean changed the game. Football was almost becoming unwatchable.
Yeah.
Okay? And they have made it it is by far the best sport in the world now.
Brilliant.
No, it is the best sport in the world. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm getting mad into it again. And I said, you know what? I think it's time for Kendy to make his return to the GAA world.
Triumphant, one might say.
Yeah. And I didn't want too much words to be said about it because, number one, St. Kevin's and Castlereagh would say, hang on a minute now. He was our star player, according to his mother, back in the day. Right? You can't be switching clubs now to an old Sligo club.
Yeah.
And
That's true, yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah, you can eventually.
Did you have to get a letter from the priest or anything? I'm looking to move club. Not a hope.
I had to get a green book and everything done up.
Hold on.
Oh, that's very funny. It kind of is like that. Like, it depends how long you've been out of club football. Turns out I've been out of it since 2010.
Oh, wow.
2010 was the last time I played.
A decade and a half.
Yeah, so I was 20-year-old when it happened.
Yeah.
And now I'm...
And you retired.
I think I was 19 when I retired or something
Yeah.
like that. I played junior football for Kevin's for a few, and for like 6 months, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go become a global superstar now, like Lewis Kendy, even though he wasn't even around at the time, Raybo, I knew. Anyway, Niall Hooran. And so I gave it all up for the wee dream in Sligo, and I just said, I'd love to go back. Now, Brendan was like, I'm playing junior football for John's, St. John's here in Carrow, Sligo, which is actually kind of I'm in Caltra, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to go back. I wrangled in Dark, I wrangled in Kiev. Brendan was
you have a
already
couple
playing.
of boys in?
Yeah. Well, I said, let's do it, lads. I said, this is our last hurrah.
Yeah.
I'm 33, the boys are 35.
Yeah.
I said, we might get a year or two out of this now where we can play some competitive sport again. We've all been a slave to the guitar. And the women and the drugs and everything for the last.
And the rock and roll
lifestyle.
And the fancy stage lights.
Lord rest Ozzy, lads. It'll happen to us too if we're not careful. That's what I said to the boys, you know. Yeah. And I said, this is it now. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I said...
Funny I didn't get a call.
Well,
I did play GAA up until the age of 16.
You missed a cut though. You have to do it till you're 18 to make a comeback.
Okay, because I was prolific with our GAA.
Well, how many points did you score?
I was prolific at sitting on the bench and keeping everybody else entertained as they were waiting for their turn.
You were like Adam Sandler, the water boy.
I was absolutely
You had the H2O going.
Except for that one day where there was only 13 players and we had to go play Davits in Ballantyne, and I got absolutely ran off the pitch. It was the worst, most embarrassing day of my whole life.
I don't want to embarrass you any further.
It put me off the GAA. Davits were a savage team at the time.
Michael Davits, is that what they're called? Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were like coming up on the bus. Everybody was saying, these lads are serious.
There's a good Davits team.
How have we turned into the two Johnnies?
I know, no, we won't. We'll come after two Johnny stuff
Careful
in a minute.
now, Jackson.
Yeah, no, I know.
Otherwise, you'll be getting a phone call from their producer going, come here now, stay in your lane.
Or we'll end up on their TikTok where we're absolutely abused.
We are not
No,
welcome.
we're not welcome whatsoever. So anyway, I'm not going to go two Johnnies on this. That's not the idea of this. But
Tell
anyway,
me the heartfelt story of you returning to the GAA.
so I said I'm going to return to the GAA, right? Now, I have not been playing five-a-side or anything like that lately.
No,
all I've been doing
too
is
busy.
golfing for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So I have not.
Which isn't really exercise.
You know that thing where your legs go in front of each other fast?
Running.
Yeah. I haven't done that in ages. Right? So I said I'm going to head out there now, training. And I liked the training.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. So I went out last Tuesday and I got the buzz of my life. Nicola said I came back like a new man because I had some competitive edge in me again and a bit of exercise.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is it, lads. I'm going for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the best junior break player this county's
What
ever
happened?
seen. So during the training, I felt an awful twinge in my hamstring.
Right.
And I said, ooh.
What's that?
In typical fashion, I said, I bet you if I ignore that now,
No, typical man.
nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
So I felt it and I played on.
Yeah.
And then I went out Monday to play the musicians versus bar staff.
It just sounded like you went out Monday.
I went out with Monday.
What was he doing down around
Oh
these
my,
parts?
my, July.
Oh my, July.
It was July.
It was July, yeah.
Monday, July.
You went out Monday and played with the
Yeah.
the musicians versus the bar staff.
Savage.
Which was a great idea. Scattered bar staff here in Sligo took on a scatter of local musicians. Now, we both kind of cheated in that we both brought in external musicians that used to play back in the day. And I believe the bar staff just brought in Sligo Rovers players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just brought in fella. I don't think it qualifies like if he hasn't worked in the bar in 25 years.
He was in the bar last weekend.
Yeah. I said to Jimmy, will you stop like on Tuesday now? You'll have your man just working one day in the bar. Wednesday, then you have another boy working one day.
It was loose now, but I did promise everyone that, given the fact that I used to work in revenue, that I was going to take names of the lads that said they were bar staff. And I was going to basically check that with some friends in revenue after.
Yeah.
And
so you can all be expecting a letter.
You can anyone now that said they were bar staff.
No.
Where's these earnings? No. Anyway, carry on.
So, anyway, that's what I felt a wee twinge and I played through it and I was like, oh no. And then went out Monday then to play that game and took
in
tip
goal,
off.
I might add.
No, I didn't start in goal though.
Oh, did you not?
No, I played 8 seconds outfield.
And then into the goal.
So, Graham took the tip. Graham Cawley, fair play to him for ref and kicked the ball back. And I made a sharp movement towards us once.
One sharp movement.
Boom.
That's it.
Pop.
Yeah.
I went, oh my
bang,
God.
Bang, bang. Dead.
And I felt it twinging beforehand and I was like, I wonder.
But you still played the whole game, which is very admirable.
I played the whole game in goal.
Yeah, true, but that involved movement as well.
It did, yeah. It involved some great saves too.
Yeah, you did.
Ooh, they called me the cat Kendy. That's what they called me with the reflexes.
Right.
That's what they called me, Mark the cat Kendy.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, Mark the pussy Kendy they were calling me. Sorry, that was
You know the way Buzzy Gagnon, famous local.
Yeah, he came out and played.
He came out and played, but he was rather envious of your position in the goal.
Right.
As he said, he too was a rather amazing goalie.
Well, I think that
he would have loved a little spin in the goal.
You see, the thing is, I can't tell the story now because it crosses over the names. But yeah, his father would have been known as a goalie, I think.
Yeah. Buzzy's out lad.
Buzzy's out lad, yeah. So, anyway, but yeah, no, I was, so I had to spend the whole day in goal. And I was...
So you're hurted now?
Yeah.
And are you out now? Yeah. Is that the season gone for you?
No, I'm going to see a physio on Tuesday, probably.
Hello, Claire.
But the point I was trying to make before we made a load of fun of this, like, thanks, Ray, is that afterwards, I was in the car with Nicola going home, and then we were getting ready to go down to Lily's, like, to have an all night out, like. And I said to Nicola, this is going to sound really, like, childish or, you know, like I'm over-exaggerating, but I'm really, really depressed at what's after happening.
Oh.
And I was really, really, like, I was almost embarrassed by what was after happening.
Really?
And I still am, to be honest. I was really hurt, really deflated because I was like...
It's not your fault that your hamstring went.
No, I know that, but what
it
happened...
is that you probably didn't warm up.
That's the problem, you see.
It was your fault.
So I'm not old, yes.
No.
There's athletes still my age, but obviously I've not been training or anything like that.
Yeah.
What happened was, I thought my body was able to do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really, really deflating when you realise it can't.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just go out and play five-a-side anymore at 33-year-old. I'm 34 in like 6 weeks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, wasn't I so naive to think I could just go out and play, like, you know? And all of a sudden, bang, hamstring pulled. And I'm hoping, not that it matters, like, it's not like Sky Sports News are wondering if I'm out.
I think it's pulled.
Yeah, but the thing is, the championship for JA in Ireland, like club football, like, you could be out in 3 weeks, like.
But you're a wonderful goalkeeper.
Yeah, but they have 2 goalies already, 2 fine good goalies.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyway, but I went down to watch them train yesterday, and I was like, it's weird for you. No, you know I'm competitive.
Sorry, I'm coming at this from, I'm a man that to this day my father can still beat me in a 100-meter race. All right? So excuse me for not having a whole pile of sympathy for you. Your 33-year-old hamstring issues. Like, my father regularly, when I go home, goes, well, we have a little race. And every time, I say, okay, surely now that you're turning 70, I can beat you.
No way.
And he fucking lays me for dust.
No way.
He's a very fit 69-year-old man.
Yeah, because he's farming.
Yeah, he's farming and he's been the whole life sporting.
Yeah, and looking after himself.
Yeah, very much, as opposed to me.
See, that's the thing. I feel a little bit. And the other thing is, like,
hope that cheered you up.
When I went, so Sean Brown, shout out Sean Brown. I told Sean Brown, because he's the manager, I said, Sean, I'm an idiot. Like, trained last week, pulled me hamstring.
Yeah.
Right? Tried to go out on an Astro this week. It's gone. Like, it's done. And he said, well, will you still come over to train? It's nice anyway. Well, I haven't had a chance to train with that particular team.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I did go, but I was like, I don't want to be the prick that's standing on the sideline because he's injured.
Yeah.
I can just imagine the lads out there training going, see the new boy.
Yeah.
He's injured.
But you got to stop thinking about other people's opinions.
I know, but it's myself. I watched the training and I went, oh my God, I want to get out.
Yeah.
I want to get out there, Ray.
But you might.
I'm like a tiger. Caged up by Mike Tyson in his backyard.
Claire might rub you up the right way and you might find a bit of relief and you might be sound.
But it's not, the funny thing is, it's not Claire that I'm going to.
What?
Okay, no, I'll tell you why, because Claire's booked out of it. She must be the busiest physio in
But sure, surely Claire has time for you.
She hadn't cleared...
Especially with all the advertising that we do for Claire McGuinness, Trent Hill.
Yeah, no, I didn't even ask. It's Psycho Physio Space, by the way. No, that's what it's called, isn't it, for Claire? I hope she doesn't mind us talking about her, by the way, because I don't know her like...
Well, it's yeah.
She's a phenomenal physio. But anyway, I looked up to try and get a place with her, because she's the one I would always go to. Nah, not a hush.
And there's a lad down in Ballina as well.
There is a book in Ballina.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is John's have a physio that you can go to.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm going to try and go to him. And I'm just hoping and praying, especially because it's me, Derek and Keeve that are doing this.
Yeah.
I just want to play.
I think you will.
And I'm really fighting this deep deflation at the moment of going, please, Lord, just let me play a bit of football. Please. Like, Nicola's on board, you know? Yeah. Like, it's just like, no, if you want to do this, Mark, let's make it happen, you know? Yeah. And to miss it now would actually
we do a fundraiser for loads of physio for you.
I want to get like...
Could everybody send us in a $5 for Mark's extra physio?
No, I want to get like Liverpool's medical team to look after me before I start.
Do you think it'd make a difference?
No, it doesn't. See, the thing is, I just want them to assess it. I want the physio to look at it, rub it, and go, no, you're not playing this year, Mark. I'm just letting you know.
Stop.
You know?
That's very disappointing.
No, I know it'd kill me, but I just want to go, and I want my mind to go, now you see, you know? Just to go, you see now what you tried to do, Mark. Look what happened to you, you flute. Will you get back into that house? Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, old bitch. Yeah. I want my body to go, get back in looking after those kids again, and don't be coming out here again trying to do anything.
No, but keep the positivity.
No, I'm slightly positive about it, because for the last 2 days it's felt a bit better.
I'm sorry, Jackson.
But like,
that. I could tell you last night now, I seen you coming into the old waxes and you had the old look about you that you had something on your mind.
Yeah, and I'm fighting it, Ray. And it's either put up with it, write a country song about it, maybe.
Yeah.
I pulled me string.
Accept it.
Yeah, accept it.
I pulled me string.
I pulled me string. Brand new country song from Mark Kennedy.
It'll be big in GA circles.
Pulling on me hamstrings. Yeah. You know the way they just say pulling on me love strings.
Pulling on me heartstrings.
Pulling on me heartstrings. No, pulling on me hamstrings. That'll be the one.
Yeah.
Mark Kendy's brand new single, Pulling on me hamstrings. Oh, Lord. So I'm fighting that, and then I'm fighting reports then as well. Hope, fingers crossed, I'm back out there again.
Reports.
So that deflated me to bits. And then I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But I want to...
Good question. I'm drunk now.
I'll ask the question. I'll ask the question first, okay?
Yeah.
So here's the question. Do you find... And we'll talk about your financial security in a couple of minutes as well.
Please don't.
No. But do you find... Oh, he's on the drink heavy now when the financial security came up. Do you find... a comfort in knowing that there's a wage coming in all the time, regardless of what external stuff you do? If I turn around to you tomorrow and say, Ray, you are fired from the Atlantic Band.
Yeah.
I'm bringing in a hip, new, young bass player.
Yeah.
Right? She's 21. She's a model.
Right.
An OnlyFans model. She's replacing you.
I'd be suspicious of your motives for getting her in. I'd be kind of, regardless of my feelings in this, Nicola.
You want to play a note in the bass.
She can't play a note in the bass. But she's absolutely savage. I just worry about that, you know. Two of them driving home and driving in the van. She's a good DJ too. She's sticking out. Yeah.
She's a savage DJ, mate. She do the DJ set as well.
I'm going to answer the question here. In a more general, broad, as my boss's boss would say, in a broader context.
Go on.
Right. You said, do I take comfort in the wage coming in? Yes, it's lovely to have the wage coming in. I work in a job where technically the thoughts is in the country that just they can't sack you.
Yeah.
You'd want to do something awful bad for them to sack you.
Absolutely.
Truth is, they can let you go if you're awful bad.
Yeah, you'd want to be awful bad.
I'd want to be awful bad. I'd want to do something terrible.
Yeah.
I'd want to touch someone inappropriately or rob a heap of chairs.
They're two very different things though, Ray.
Yeah.
One of them I think you'd get away with robbing some chairs.
I've done one. Start of COVID. I don't ever tell you this, no?
Well, I can't wait to hear which one you've done.
I've done. Sorry, I wasn't specific. I've done one. Yeah, at the start of COVID, when they sent us all home in March, everybody went home and was working from home on their laptops that they were newly acquired.
Sitting on kitchen chairs.
And I was getting fierce sad about people's chairs situation. Because I too was on the kitchen chair, and you know the chairs in the kitchen, they're fine for an hour or two.
I'm at one now.
They get sore.
Yeah, they're a nightmare.
They're a nightmare. So there was all these fancy office chairs sitting unsittable inside in the office.
Yeah.
So I started sneaking them out into the van
Did you?
Yeah, I took them out of the training room. So I took about 6 chairs out and looked after my own team.
Did you?
Without asking anyone. But the last one...
They call you Robin Hood, but
the last one, they spotted me rolling it out of the building and they said, what are you doing with that? And I said, I'm bringing it out to Noelle's house because she needs a chair. And they were upset because I hadn't asked for permission. And I'll admit, I was wrong. I should have asked, because they're all asset register jobs.
Yeah.
And so they're supposed to track what the chairs are, which is good. The government are keeping an eye on their chairs.
They're watching the chairs now. They're
not
watching
the bike sheds.
No, they're not watching a huge amount that's going on.
But I'll tell you, they're militantly watching the chairs.
They have Apple AirTags on every chair.
Item that they have.
Yeah.
You take a screen or keyboard or a mouse even.
Yeah.
And this is very different to my father's time when he was in the civil service. They would bring home whole wardrobes.
Yeah.
And filing cabinets. I mean, we still have filing cabinets and presses up on the thing that just happen to just disappear from the social welfare offices.
It's funny, like the stuff that they have locked down, but it's always the case. They lock down the small stuff.
Yeah, I apologise. Look, I had to apologise to a lot of people.
I'm just glad you didn't touch anyone.
I didn't touch anyone, no.
Didn't know which way that was going to go.
But in the broader context, yes, I am very happy that the civil service job is there. But the thing I meant to say to you is, and this is my overriding view of the world at the moment, is that whatever's in front of you, and I'll give you an example. You know when you're driving along the road and you come up on a little Mazda, right? And that Mazda is driving at feckin' 70 kilometres an hour and you're in a rush to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And there's no earthly way you're going to overtake this Mazda. And you're just sitting there behind them. I have started looking at it going, this is sent to keep me at 70 kilometres an hour for the next while.
I like that. I really like that, Ray.
So everything that happens to me at the moment, including if I got sacked from the whole lot in the morning, my view on it would be, this was sent to make me do something else.
Yeah.
And no more than you in the hamstring, and I didn't realise we'd come round circle to this. No more than you in the hamstring, it's for I don't know.
My mother says this. My mother says
Laura hates it.
No, I love it.
She hates it.
No, but Laura
for you won't pass you.
No, and Laura, you're the one that's wrong in this because that is such a great statement. Because in truth, for us, for sure, we've never ended up in a place that we didn't want to, really, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, are you happy sitting here now with me?
I am.
Well, then what wasn't for you didn't pass you.
But, give another good example, which you never spoke about before, was when we were buying the house. We had originally, we were looking at, and I think I spoke about it in a much, much earlier podcast, there was a house before the house we bought, which I pushed hard.
Real hard.
I pushed fierce hard.
I wouldn't mind, but even back then, we were kind of going, Ray,
you calm down now. Yeah. Too much.
And
I was like, this is it now. This is the house for me. And I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And at every juncture, the universe managed to throw something in my way to stop me getting it.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it going, no more than you in the hamstring going, I felt so deflated. I felt so sad. I felt so upset. I was like, this is shit.
Yeah.
How was the world against me so bad? The world wasn't against me. There was just a concerted effort to keep me off that path.
Yeah.
And we ended up not getting that house. And the week later, the house that we currently bought came up, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, and the house that you currently bought, far better location.
Yeah.
Far more beautiful house, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
And like, that's the perfect example of, and that doesn't mean that what came before you wouldn't have worked, like,
I probably would have, but I genuinely think you have to be open to the world pushing you in directions.
Yeah.
And I could be talking utter shite.
No, but I don't think that it's always I don't think what's not for you won't pass you means that you're going to always end up in the best outcome. It just means you're going to end up in a different outcome and realise it's all right.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's all right.
You're sitting there pure deflated this week. If your hamstring is an out of season event, all I'm saying to you is look at it from the perspective of, right, there must be a reason why I'm out of season this season. And I guarantee you in a year's time, you'll look back on this episode and you'll say, I know now why I was out of season.
Yeah.
Is it John? What's your man's name? The physio you're going to?
I didn't even give you his name.
I heard of John Talbot.
I didn't even say it.
Well, John Talbot, the physio here in town.
Where did you hear that
I don't know. I told you I was drunk. John and he was going to give you a good rubbing.
Yeah.
And he may turn around and tell you, do you know something, Mark? Your sound, you just need to let that rest for a couple of weeks and you'll be back at it.
And I'd say, John, that's me flute.
And then I'm awful sorry, Mark. I sometimes get confused.
That's my flute, John.
Yeah, it's a big yoke. I'm glad I have the safe path. Safe path for the manual handling course.
But anyway, I do agree, Chad. I think that's a really good point.
That was my only advice on you.
But the point I was trying to make with you with the security of your income is I've obviously made choices that mean that there isn't actually a huge amount of security. The only security is for the next year.
Yeah.
But then history will tell you that I have made enough money to keep me, Nicola, and lately the girls going for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though I can only see a year out,
Yeah.
there's a good chance I'm going to be adaptable enough to make sure that the next 10 years as a self-employed gentleman is going to work out anyway.
As Blondie said, one way or another,
One way or another,
you'll be sound.
they'll find you. That was not about the tax man. No.
That's right. That's different.
And they were looking for me too.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is that I had a listen today or yesterday at figures for the early parts of 2025 and tourism in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
And it is down 30% from 2024. Now, if that was down 30% in the last 10 years, I'd be like...
I think someone in Bord Fáilte went on holidays and they haven't replaced them.
One person.
No, well, whoever was in charge of international customers in Bord Fáilte or taking ads out on planes in America.
Yeah.
I think for some reason we've taken the foot off the pedal, the eye off the ball, whatever way you want to say it.
Yeah.
And I can see it myself. It's way down.
It's way down.
Way down. And I don't know what's gone wrong.
Yeah. No, there's obviously... Look, we can speculate here all day, okay? Me and you. And let's try and come up with a couple of things that we think. But the thing is, there's 100 factors. We have a tendency to think that if there's numbers are down in Ireland, well then it's the Irish government's fault, it's the hotel's fault, it's all too expensive. But there's external stuff beyond that too. Things are all too expensive in America too, so people aren't travelling over here as much.
Yeah.
Do you know,
I think if people want to come to Ireland, I don't think it's gotten that expensive to people to go. Like if you were abroad in Slovenia and you're going, I'd love to go to Ireland.
Yeah, that's exactly what they sound like. Yeah. That's a perfect accent.
Thank you. Look, there was a lad from Slovenia on Love Island this year, so I picked up the accent. Shout out to Boris.
Yeah. But it is funny though, because there's the thing is, they might not have as much, cash, anymore.
I don't think it's that far gone. Now, admittedly, Temple Bar charging 18 or 19 euro for a pint of Guinness, not great.
I think that turns Irish people off us.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I actually think it's a very competitive world now for tourism.
It is.
And I think perhaps, and I could be wrong, and whatever they call now, Bord Fáilte, if they come out and say, no, we're flying.
Yeah, they say everything's sound.
I always think of the Ryanair flight, and there'd be the thing over the baggage cabin.
Yeah.
You know where you put your bag, and there's a poster in there, and it's advertising fucking some random town in Poland.
It's Faro in Portugal.
Or some random town in France.
Yeah.
And you immediately go, I'd love to know what that place is.
Yeah, Medina, an island in the middle of... I fucking must go there.
I must go there.
Yeah.
But I never see Longford.
No, you don't. And
and if
hang on,
Irish
we're not too
Airline... Why isn't Centre Parks Longford advertising Ryanair?
Well, the funny thing is though, Ryanair is the biggest, the biggest airline in Europe. Not what I mean is budget airline. They literally fly everywhere, but we can't get people to travel here as much.
Yeah, when I'm on an international, as in I'm going to a country in Europe. Why doesn't the Ryanair flight have Dingle?
Yeah,
isn't it wonderful with the marvellous cliffs?
What I find funny about it is Dublin Airport is beautifully trimmed up.
Yeah, with Skodads.
No, but in fairness, there's walls that are like the Hill of Tara.
Oh, yeah.
They're already fucking
They're already here.
They're already here, lads. They've made the decision to come here.
Why are you putting up the Hills of Tara? They're here. We have them.
We need to take out a Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
Right? In the middle of Beyonce's Shake It or Hold, right?
Yeah.
We should need to fly up, and after the Pepsi...
Put it on Beyonce's hole.
Yeah, put the
Hill of Tara.
Put the map on her arse.
Put the Hill of Tara on Beyonce's arse. And then shake that.
Yeah. Shake that up and down. There won't be long coming, Ray.
There won't be long coming for the Hill of Tara.
Put Newgrange at her old cheeks.
But I did see Foil Arms and Hogg did a video. I only seen it today, and I don't know, it could be months old. But they did have a staycation in Ireland. And they just give loads of little clips of
why you wouldn't.
Come and see the remains of a huge Viking settlement under the city council offices in Dublin.
Yeah, that's
and
the
it's
thing.
just your man standing outside the office going,
yeah.
Where is it?
Obviously we need a certain amount of metropolitanizations of the world. Obviously you can't just hold on to every bit of land and not build a city. If they want to build a city in Dublin. And the thing is, regardless of tourism or not though, I think Dublin's going to be all right because it'll be adaptable. Yeah. The city is already heaving. It's the rest of them. I asked my brother down in Killarney, numbers way down. Sligo here, numbers way down. We're supposed to be the positive ones that are come into this pub, it's always great crack but the truth is, everyone is struggling to try and push that out, right? And I have one employer in particular who floods me with gigs and it's absolutely smashing.
Yeah.
But I'd love for him to not have to worry about the fact that, Mark, we're going to have a real busy summer here and it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd love if that was the case, because if it's down 40% this year, Hopefully it takes a boost next year. But if it doesn't, like...
I'd love to know what board fault you're doing.
No, I want to know that, because like...
Where is the Hill of Tara advertised?
Like, I have a skin in the game here.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford this to happen. Like, I actually cannot afford our tourism level to keep depleting the way it is. Well, the thing about Killarney used to be, like, the people who worked there knew that they were going to get 6 months of chaos.
Yeah.
And they would make hay while the sun shines. And then they'd tip away for 6 months. And that was kind of the case in Sligo.
Yeah.
But like now you're kind of like building up for weekends.
Yeah.
There's a bank holiday coming now.
Yeah.
They won't be out the week before it, like, but they should be out now for the bank holiday.
That's hilarious too. The week before a bank holiday, and it's quiet, and you're going, week before a bank holiday.
And this is the one that people are going to give out to Kendy for, because they're not wrong in doing this. It just annoys me. They're not wrong in doing this. It just annoys me. Will you stop putting on gigs in Dublin every single weekend forever?
Oh, I see what
Marley
you mean.
Park, outside the zoo in the Phoenix Park. It's on in the
Kilmainham
Tree
Jail.
Arena, Kilmainham Jail.
Tree Olympia.
Like, all the time there's something for them to go up for, which is obviously brilliant, right? Fair play to them. The people should go to that if they don't want to come see me.
Put the gigs on in Sligo.
Put the gigs on down in Waxies. I want to see Zach Bride play down in Waxies instead.
I know better man.
No better man.
But there'll be some crackies in there and there'll be no one in it. And you can explain to Zach Bryan, look, it's the weekend before. The
weekend before Bank Holiday there now.
It's always quiet. Don't worry about it, Zach.
It's just like there's people in town here who are making big efforts, like, and I mean publicans who are making huge efforts to try and keep this thing going, like. And I think that there's people at a higher level in Fáilte Ireland and the government, and then there's people at a slightly lower level when it goes to County Council and Sligo Bid and all these people that need to maybe pull the finger out, like, and go, what do we need to do to get these people to come back into this country again? I know we've just come out post-COVID. Everyone had a big year, the first year after COVID. There's an absolutely monumental issue, right or wrong, going on with immigration and hotels being taken up and all that. That's not actually the problem. People think it is. It's not at all.
Nobody's seeing that in Slovenia.
No.
So when you say, I want to go to Ireland.
Yeah, that's again, that fell again.
There is no way they're going to go, but there is no hotel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I can get a hotel anywhere in Ireland at the moment.
No, you can, they're extortionists. Absolutely extortionists.
Yeah.
Do we need to tell the EU to f*** off when it comes to the VAT race?
Oh, well, the government are currently... I can't talk about the government.
No. The thing is,
The government are talking about reducing the VAT rate, but they're talking about postponing it because of the price of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's awful cost. And they want to
the price of that VAT.
The price of that. If we don't have the VAT, the price of it.
Yeah.
But they're also thinking we also need to bring in a cost of living package in the budget. So they're trying to kind of go, well, can we do both? And you're kind of wondering, well, I'd say you can. But look, that's not for me to say because I can't talk with the government.
You see the cost of living measures that people are on about bringing in. And
it's a very political podcast, isn't
it? It is a very political podcast. But I'm all for that to a certain extent. I've always been of a mind of, if you give me the opportunity, I'll fend for myself.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure.
Target whatever cost of living figures or measures you're bringing in. Target those measures. Make sure they're just going to the people that really are stuck.
Yeah.
And everybody else just fend for themselves.
Yeah, but also what I mean by that is like, I'd rather that you try and fix the problem rather than paint over it.
Oh, I'm with you.
So they're coming in now going, don't worry about the crack in that wall. We're going to get a fella now to fill us and paint us.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm going, should we not try and rebuild the whole thing there now? Is it falling apart? Like, is that wall, are you just covering that up?
A bit of thought.
So what I mean is, why is tourism levels down? Well, sure, everything's mad expensive, but don't worry though, we're going to subsidise all that.
Yeah.
I'm not really mad into that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going, can we not turn this into a booming country again?
Yeah.
And I know young ones aren't drinking like they used to, Ray.
No.
Like I said, they're all doing CrossFit and cocaine, but and they're not drinking like they used to.
And there's mad queues for the toilets.
Awful big, huge queues.
I didn't realise that until the last night. Apparently, I had heard that in certain establishments you'll find that there are quite the queue for the toilet on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I was going, there was never queues for toilets before until a gentleman friend of mine explained to me that it's not for the reason you think it is.
No, they're not going for a hit and miss.
No, they're not going
or
for
a Barry White.
Or a Barry White.
Anyway, sorry now, that's a bit miserable. But I'm just saying it's.
Well, do you know something?
It's where like I'm kind of going. Do you know every time I get jobs in, every time someone books their wedding for next year with the Atlantic, I kind of go, that's another one done.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is a bit stressful and worrying to go, I wonder am I going to be okay? Me and Nicola are on the verge now, without giving too much away, of deciding is now the time to make a move. The fear is still in me that I'll walk into a bank and they'll go,
I'll make a move and buy a house.
You!
Yeah.
Not a whole Kendy. You're never going to get. But we're deciding.
All I can say to you is, at the moment, they're very flahoolic.
What's that mean?
That means I think you'll be all right.
You think so?
I think so. I'd say go in now. Because in
like
6 months' time, I've no doubt there'll be a recession. Because the last time things felt like this for me, the recession was 6 months away.
Right.
So,
Geez, that's good. So at least there's something positive coming anyway.
yeah. Do you want to hear another thing positive?
Yeah, go on.
On a completely different note.
Yeah, go on.
Did you want to add anything to that?
I didn't want to. I've already added too much, Ray.
Good. I killed a kitten.
Fuck me, lads.
Cost me €52.
Should we put this out at all?
Just see would you have done the same thing? I took out into the van there about 2 weeks ago, and I pulled out of the street, and I was driving along, and on the footpath it was a rainy out evening, pucky out, sowy out evening,
Dirty old pucky out, sowy.
a lovely little kitten just sitting on the footpath. So I'm in traffic, coming up to the traffic lights, just at the bottom of the road, and I see the wee kitten, and I go, "Oh Jesus, poor little kitten!" And there was people avoiding the kitten. So I pulled in the van, there was space, and I went over to the kitten. The kitten very much looked like the disaster. Absolutely soaked to the skin, loads of crusty old stuff around.
Jeez, Laura's had some effect on you, boy. Would you have ever stopped for a kitten before meeting her?
I probably would.
Not to hope.
I probably would. In fairness, I was taken by this little kitten. He's just sitting there terrified, drenched, respiratory infections, all sorts of stuff.
Sad music playing around him. Don't know where it came from.
Yeah, there was a straight Neve Crowley and the string quartet was set up beside him.
This is always be laughing at this now that I know the outcome of this story. But anyway.
Yeah, so you know the outcome.
You just told me you killed the kitten.
Oh, I did, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I thought I told you the story before. So basically, anyway, I was like, oh, the poor thing. And then like a family came along and they tried to avoid the kitten, and the kitten didn't stir. Now, it turns out the kitten actually was a little bit busted because it had got a clip of a car.
Oh, no.
I put the kitten in the van and I drove it round to the vets, and I brought it into the vets, and I said,
£52 to put it into the vet.
They said to me, look, if we take this kitten in, it's a standard consultation fee, it's €52. And I said to myself, fuck it.
You have a heart of gold, Ray.
Well, I was kind of thinking, maybe is this the cat distribution system at working again?
No,
this could be the new kitten we want for the house. Because our current cat could do with a little bit of company.
You're doing it. So you're like cat people. Do you know what I would have done? Sorry, no, but you can continue your story in a second. Yeah. You know, sometimes in the films, so that kitten is dying.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes in the films when someone's about to die, they got shots or something. Right? Yeah. And then someone comes up to them, buddy, you okay? You okay, buddy? And he's like, I'm not going to make it, right? Yeah. Sometimes they put a fag in their mouth, like their last fag. Do you know what I mean? And they light a fag for them.
Yeah.
And they let them kind of smoke as they drift
as
off.
They're gone.
I would have given the cat a Benson.
No, but the cat wasn't at the Benson stage. So the cat would have lived it a while longer. So I brought it into the vet anyway, hoping that the vet could have done something for the kitten. And the vet came out after about 10 minutes. Lovely vets there, Innisfree.
Don't be saying too much now about the name or whatever.
I know, it's not too bad.
Are you sure now?
Yeah, it's a local vets. And I mean, they're absolutely wonderful people. And the vet came out and he said, look, the cat got a clip of a car. The pelvis is kind of busted.
Oh no, poor devil.
You'd be doing a lot now to get this cat back to normal.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do here would be to give it a little Benson.
Oh Lord, they give it a Benson.
They give it a Benson. And
that's awful, really. It's heartbreaking.
Right. And Laura had come in at that stage, and she was like, "Yeah, look, it's the most
humane thing to
do." So I'm kind of glad that I saved the kitten, but then I also feel a small bit bad because I ended up being the demise of the kitten.
Yeah.
If I had left the kitten there, the kitten might have made it a while longer.
I doubt it though. I mean, the vets aren't messing around like when they do that stuff.
Anyway, that was my kitten story. I just thought I'd let you know.
No, I mean, it is funny though. There was something else I was going to say about that now and I can't fucking remember. Anyway, no, it's heartbreaking like that when you do that to fucking...
On a wedding note.
Go on.
Apparently ladies who wear red at a wedding...
They're next now. You're next now.
No, it's apparently an indication that they have slept with the groom.
Oh, sorry, no. Hang on a minute.
Have you heard about this?
No. I want to go back to what I wanted to say. Sorry, we can go up to that in a minute.
That's a big statement that I'm about to say in there.
I have something wrong with me, Ray. That's what's wrong. I mean, in my head, I mean.
Okay.
So I really do apologise for this.
Sure, yeah.
But I know what I wanted to say about the kitten now.
Yeah.
So you...
We're back to the kitten.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I finally know.
You drinking that can?
Yeah, no, too much. No, I'm turning into you. You know the way you said there that you brought the cat in and then eventually the vet was like, yeah, no, that cat's gone now.
Yeah.
So you were trying to save that cat's life. You were like, I'm going to do it. It reminded me of a story, and I don't know why it reminded me of this. Did I ever tell you the time we were doing a gig down a town outside Newcastle West, out the far side of Limerick, right? And we did the gig, and then we got out, and one of the guys that was in the band, Johnny, he realised he had locked the keys into the van.
Okay.
And we were like, oh, for the love of Jesus. And we said, we're not going to get into it, so we'll break a window. Okay. And the proprietor of said pub came out and said, whoa, don't break the window. Willie down the road is a mechanic.
Right.
He'll have that open. He'll know exactly what to do. I'll ring Willie and get him up. 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Bye, Willie. I'll be down to you. An hour and a half later, Willie turned up. And Willie said, right, I know what to do. Throws out that crowbar there. We break this window. And we were like, for the love of Jesus Christ, like, we waited all this time just for Willie to break the window. And he did break the window. He just grabbed the stick and broke the window. And we were like, geez, thanks for that, Willie. No, I'm glad we're leaving at 3 o'clock and not 1:30. Doesn't matter, we're still fucking frozen. But it just reminds me of the cat there. You were like, I could leave it, you know.
Yeah.
No, don't threaten yet, Ray, with that cat now. Bring it into the boys. Yeah, no, that cat's a goner. Thanks for that, like, thanks for letting me know.
Thanks.
Ladies, I'm going to tell you something now, Ray. You're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
If a lady wears red at a wedding,
Yeah.
this is nothing. I don't know where this came into my head now. If a lady wears red at a wedding, it means she slept with the groom.
That. Oh, I was looking at you go, wait a minute, that's what I've got written down as well. I heard this from someone. I can't remember who.
Right.
But apparently...
What a load of shite, like.
But isn't it mad?
Load of old shite. Because why would you be singling them out like that?
But
what about if the bridesmaids dressed in red? How you go? I've wrote everyone here in this lineup. Can you tell me on this lineup which one you wrote
but
all of them?
imagine if you were at weddings now and you see ladies in red.
Lady, is that what Bucky Boo was on about when he sang the song?
Oh, what's his face? I can't remember his name now.
I can't remember his fecking name either.
People are Luke Devaney shouting at the radio.
He's roaring.
Yeah.
Red Hurley.
But anyway, the main thing is that if you're at a wedding and you see some young one dressed in red, you know for a fact
she's rode the groom.
She's rode the groom.
Yeah, there was 36 women at my wedding dressed in red.
And we've said it now. That let that sit with you now. And,
do you know what's funny?
On Friday night now when you're in Dargan,
yeah,
you're going to be standing there and you're going to be looking around and you're going to be spotting all the girls in red and you're going,
no.
wow.
So I'd be saying to them, you know what? That's take that dress off now in front of me. That's disgusting what you're at there now.
Anyway,
the poor bride.
So it is anyway.
What a load of shite that is.
We've a couple of Jesus Christ above. We've a couple of bits.
Right.
And first of all, we mentioned the Dublin gig. I have to get to this. I know we're wrapping up here now.
No, you're not wrapping
up. We
mentioned
mentioned the Dublin gig, and the Dublin gig, we got a heap of messages in.
We did get a lot of messages.
We got a lot of messages in. Yeah. And it was really nice to get those messages of support.
I want to shout out Ruan, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I know we got loads of messages, but just in particular, I want to shout out Ruan, because Ruan was like, I'll organise everything for you.
He's going to do the whole lot.
Yeah. He's some boy.
But the key is we're going to end up organising it for early next year.
Yeah, there's a chance we will do it at some stage. 100% we will do it. And if anyone's wondering why we're not doing it now, it is me that's not doing it now.
You're focusing on your GA career.
I'm trying to focus on my GA career. I'm trying to get this hamstring back.
Yeah, you are. And in fairness, you can't be worrying about live shows.
I can't be springing up to Dublin on bad hamstrings.
We have a jig in February for the comedy festival.
That's right.
And we would look to probably do 2 gigs, as in one in Dublin and then one here in Sligo.
That would be the idea for sure. Yeah.
So don't worry, it's coming.
Because I did ChatGPT us. Have you ever done that? Have you ever ChatGPT'd Kendy and Raybo?
No, never.
I ChatGPT'd what's the Kendy and Raybo podcast all about?
What did they say?
They said it's a local podcast, mainly popular in Sligo.
Right.
Which is a load of bollocks, really. But
our biggest listeners are in Dublin.
But it said, our biggest listeners apparently are in Dublin. But then I said, is it popular?
Yeah.
And it said, it is popular, but not on a global stage.
Wow.
And then it said, maybe it's popular in Ireland, but it's mostly just popular in Sligo.
Jesus.
But that's actually not true, though, is it?
A friend of mine.
No one in Sligo knows about podcasts.
Will Keats sent me on a little indication. He was listening to the Kendy and Raybo podcast. And then it came up that the listeners of the Kendy and Raybo podcast are also interested in another podcast.
Go on.
Called Swinging in Rural Ireland.
I got found out finally. That's how we done the hamstring. I was up on the back of Eileen Higgins.
Literally said,
I was up on the back of her. I said, fucking Eileen, my hamstring has gone all together.
That's mad now. Apparently our listeners are also interested in no heap of swinging.
So is there a swinging culture in the west of Ireland?
Oh, there is massive.
I mean, I know that there's a swinging culture regardless. Like, you'd be awful naive to think that people aren't doing it. Like,
no, there's a good swinging out culture.
But like, it's not, is it still...
in rural Ireland.
Yeah, but is it still in the underbelly?
Oh, you wouldn't be talking about it a whole lot, like.
But I think people in the modern world are far more open about it. But I think the people that are swinging in rural Ireland are older people.
I don't know about that.
And they're not afraid of people finding out. They're afraid of God finding out.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're already too scared of our sexuality anyway. But I think our ones who are right, the country scene was full of it, Ray. Everyone rode everybody, right? But they couldn't be letting the Lord above, no. Mm-hmm. And every Sunday they would be absolved of their sins. Mm-hmm. And they'd head off back out again. And they'd land in on top of anyone they could, Ray.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening back then. 100% facts.
I think there is quite a bit of it going on.
Yeah, I think so too.
And by the sounds of it, our listeners are very interested in it.
Isn't it mad? So we have... I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
So we have listeners, active listeners.
Yeah.
And I am not making fun of you right now. I promise you this. I'm not making fun of you.
They might be just interested in hearing about it, not actually doing it.
But I want to know why they're interested in hearing about it. So you don't even have to come out to us. if you could send us a wee message somehow, can you send private messages? Set up a
Can't
Gmail.
really.
Set up a new email.
And anonymous. Set up a whole new email account.
And email us
And let
or
us know
something
what you're interested
anonymously. And let me know if you're one of the people that are
you
interested in
interested
that
in
as
it?
well. I just want to know what
See,
about
this
it.
new bass player that's taken over for me, obviously.
She's
that
no,
could
she's
work.
no, she's not
No?
in swinging Ray.
All
No,
right.
no, not at all.
Okay.
She's not fans, but she's not inside at all.
Cool.
Very lovely girl,
I have
lovely, clean
I
girl.
have 2 shout outs. I have a Sean O'C. These are notes, and I haven't time to go in looking at it.
Go on, you're right.
Sean O'C sent us an Instagram message asking us as a podcast to support his son Liam
Yeah.
to become Toddler of the Year. Right? Now, when I read it first, I went, Bonnie Baby competition. My sister won it back in the day.
What does toddler of the year mean? Like,
Toddler of the Year.
do they have to invent something?
It's like a $25,000 prize.
Oh, I go for it.
But this Liam, son of Sean,
Yeah.
he was number 1 in it. And
No way.
we give a $10 donation from the podcast.
Oh, did we?
We did. Sorry about that.
Lovely.
But
Good to
it's
know.
right. I hope he won it because
away.
it was there.
But what
like
does
a
the
week
toddler
ago.
of the year have to do? Like,
Well, I think they give you an all expenses like flight
no,
home.
but how do you win it?
Oh, you're just pure cute.
Just for pure cuteness.
Yeah, pure cuteness, funness, crack.
But the thing is, I don't care what toddler you have. They're all cute at the best times. But
Yeah.
they're raging lunatics. Like, they're fucking.
But in this one,
They'll
it
turn
was,
on you.
It was donations. So the toddler that got the most donations won it.
Hang on
So
now.
that's why Sean was trying to mobilise the old Irish vote.
Sean O'C.
Yeah.
That's what they call a
Yeah.
scam.
Way back in a previous episode, we talked about a gentleman by the name of Toenails.
Did we? I feel like
did.
I would have remembered that.
Episode 136,
Episode 136.
he himself and his brother. And basically the episode was this. Wait, let's see, can I...
If you could shout out to Shane Toenails O'Shaugnessy. What? Shane Toenails O'Shaugnessy. I mean, okay. So we obviously have to find that out now. Toenails O'Shaugnessy, could you both know? I doesn't actually tell. He doesn't actually say. So we have to find out why he's going to get onto it now.
Now,
Why?
you said back there in episode 136, which was aptly titled He Himself and His Brother.
I had no kids back then, probably.
You had no kids back then.
Yeah.
You said we need to find out
Why he's
Shane
called...
Toenails is called Toenails.
Yeah.
And Eamon Crudden,
Lovely.
he texted me out of nowhere
Has he not listened to an episode
and
since?
said, did we ever tell you why he was called Toenails? Lol.
No. Is this going to be rotten now?
No.
You pucky old sowy old
It's
toenails.
not, apparently. So, real name is Shane. He's from Tip. The company we worked for covered all of Ireland, but most of our work had been in the Tip Limerick area. I don't know how that's relevant. One Saturday, Shane was asked, would he work in Dublin, give the Dublin lads a dig out. They were pulling cables and decided they would have a bit of crack with the country fella. Oh, I see now where it's relevant. They told him they needed a special fixing to hold down the cables, and that is only used on this site above in Dublin. And sent him off looking for a box of TOE nails in the stores. He was gone for half an hour looking for them before he realised it was a piss take. The Dublin lads got a great laugh out of it and called him that since. So that's how he got Toenails O'Shaugnessy.
Ah, that's such a belter.
Brian,
That's
love
why I'm
this.
so glad I don't work in labour, because they'd have a field day with me. Like, I'm thick as shit.
Oh, they would,
They
yeah.
would absolutely have a field day. That reminds me, Ray, will you look up after this, obviously, when we go home? Because I want you to look at there's music gear on it.
Yeah.
I know this is not to do with the podcast, but will you look up penisland.com?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Cool.
much. Okay, never mind. Sorry about that.
Then lastly, so we have that, yeah. There was a couple of stories that came up arising from my mother and father's illegal entry into a house.
I loved it.
Now, for starters, it was mentioned to us that it was very like the time Father Ted, Dougal and Jack.
We were in Waxy's last night, me and Ray, and Joey Kendy, my brother, said, isn't it just like in Father Ted when they land into the wrong fucking caravan?
And I immediately imagined my mother and father sitting in the kitchen drinking the tea.
And a fella comes
And
out.
a fella comes out in the nip.
Yeah, out of the shower, rubbing his hair.
Yeah, and he looks at them, and they're looking at him, and then
Yeah.
they make a run for it, and then he grabs a hold of the bonnet of the
He
car.
gets, he's getting tired now, Carmel. I think he's getting tired now there, Carmel. He should be gone now. He's
Anyway.
punctured the tyres, Carmel, on the car.
I got a couple of
And
stories.
all I kept thinking, I could picture the whole episode of Father Ted and them doing it. I was crying, laughing.
Very
Oh
good.
my God.
Got a couple of stories. Apparently, this is a regular thing, people going into wrong houses. There was a couple there in Dublin in their 80s. They had friends in Portmarnock. They'd always bring out an amazing sponge cake to
Yeah.
a house.
They would,
so they
yeah.
went over to the friend's house anyway, and they went in and they had the sponge cake with them. There was a lot of cars parked outside, a lot of young people around. They were kind of going, what's this about?
Oh.
They walked straight in. Everybody sitting around the dinner table, and all the young people sitting around the table. Who are you? Oh, we're friends of Mary. They live 4 doors down.
I love the fact that they got all the way in.
Yeah, but they walked in.
Yeah.
Because they've been in the house many times before.
Isn't it funny how willy-nilly you could do something?
Yeah.
But that's the problem nowadays, right? Because even Ali has problems with that. When I walk Ali to the shop
Yeah.
and we start coming back, every house she sees on the way back go, this our house? Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not. No, Ali, it's just every house looks the same.
And would she go into...
She would if she could.
Yeah.
She's lethal.
Would you let her?
And the thing is, she'd say that no. Oh, she's lethal. She'd say that, who's that man? And she keeps saying a bad man as well, because I've been teaching her what bad men are, you know.
Why
Is that a bad man, Daddy?
Whoa. What do you mean you're teaching her the bad men?
Because you got to teach her what villains are, and you've also got to teach her, like...
Do you?
Don't be going near bad people, like you only Mammy and Daddy tell you if someone's safe or not.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So we're trying to teach her
getcha.
that, like, you know. So now she's like, this is a bad man, Daddy. Yes. I'm like, shh. Like, God forgive me, this is the worst one. I don't know if I told you this before. I was eating in a popular cafe in town, right?
What were you doing in the popular cafe?
Eating.
Right.
And drinking.
Okay.
And I brought Ali Kendy with me.
Yeah.
Our daddy-daughter time.
Yeah.
And we were sitting outside, right? Oh, Lord above. And I was sitting with me back to the doer. Mm-hmm. And I just heard Ali say, look, Daddy, look at the giant woman.
Oh,
right?
no.
And I was like, oh, Lord. And I turned around and just over my shoulder was a fine big woman, Ray. A fine big woman.
Right.
And Ali was like, look at the giant, Daddy. Look at the
Said it
giant.
out loud.
Yeah.
And did the woman hear it?
Yes, she did, Ray. Of course she did. She was standing over my shoulder.
But
and if I could, I have never in my life been an adrenaline junkie, but I would have loved a jetpack. I would have loved a jetpack to just take off away. It was like, God forgive me as well, Ray. I'll tell us. Who cares? I'm going to tell us, okay? The innocence of kids is the premise of this story.
Yes.
Everyone keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. And before this episode's go out, I'll double check it with my old one.
Okay.
To make sure that it's true.
Yeah.
Local supermarket in Castlereagh, my brother Raymond was a young lad. Okay. A young lad, like the same age as Ali.
Okay.
The only one that was around at the time.
2 or 3?
Yeah,
4?
and my father was pushing him around the place.
As he did.
Back then, there wasn't a huge amount of immigration in Ireland, was there, Ray?
No.
So, Dad was pushing Raymond around while Mam was on another aisle looking for something. Mm-hmm. And a black gentleman walked round the corner.
Yes.
My brother Ray said, Daddy, why does that man have a dirty face?
Oh.
And my father just left the trolley and just walked away. Just left. Left it. Honestly, he did.
Did he leave Raymond as well?
Yeah. Oh, left Raymond.
The child
I just went.
See,
it's the innocence of kids, though.
but the Eamon Kendy approach to life.
Ah.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Loads.
Just, if you find yourself in a shite situation, just walk away.
This is the sound that it made when, like, now,
You can come back to it.
Yeah.
But at least when you come back to it, the moment will have passed.
whenever Ali called that woman a giant, all I could do was just keep eating my eggs. I was
Yeah.
like, sure, what am I supposed to do now? Like,
But maybe she needed to hear it.
hang on now, Ali's not like her fucking CrossFit
No,
trainer.
but maybe that was the moment she kind of went, the child is right. In fairness, I probably do need to go back
But
to
it
the
is,
gym.
it's just, there's something about the innocence. Kids never say anything with any malice. Like, they don't know how, like,
No,
yes,
they're just
you know?
telling it like it
They're
is.
just saying it like it is, like, and it's really, really beautiful to see.
Did she ever say anything to you that gets you?
No, she did say something about Nicholas Day, which was very funny, because she was telling me on the way home, we saw an ice cream van.
Yeah.
And she said, an ice cream truck. I never thought what an ice cream truck was. Don't know how she knows. Anyway, that's an ice cream truck, Daddy. I said, "'Tis now. We won't be stopping at that." And she said, I'm going to go home and ask Mammy for an ice cream.
Oh.
And I said, do. That's a good idea, because
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it then. She can be. She said, I'm going to say please and thank you. And I was like, Ali, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say please and thank you to Mammy. And she's going to say no. And I was like, you're probably right there, actually,
Oh,
Ali.
she had a down.
She knew. She was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to be as nice as I can be.
Yeah.
My mother's still going to say no to me.
Yeah.
Because Nicola's the only one that has any kind of backbone at all.
Yeah. It's not just babies, though, that say things to people.
That the babies that say the darndest things.
I had a band reunion last Saturday night where members of what used to be the current Whitewater, a band that tip around Ireland.
Yeah.
We were all members of that band at one stage back in 2009, 2010. And we decided as a band to get back together, and we called ourselves Whitewash.
No.
And we played in Waxy's last Saturday night. It was a wonderful night.
Yep.
Shout out to Harry and Macca and myself and Sean played. But when we came in and we all met for the first time in quite a while, we were talking about, how everybody had changed. And then Harry made the joke, you know, Ray, you've like a racing stripe up your skull there. They could go faster racing stripe. It's like someone took what you call you know the yolks, the hair trimmer yoke, and just ran it straight up the middle. Now,
You're like
I
a familiar that far.
people, anyone that's seen me in live shows and seen me in public, yes, I'll admit it's a small bit light in the middle.
Yeah.
I do my best to try and cover it. Rory Maitland does Trojan work.
Unbelievable work.
Unbelievable work.
He now is putting
he does
paint
wind
over the
tests,
crack.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah, he's painting the crack.
Yeah,
he's not
he is
looking at the
literally
real,
painting the crack,
the
yeah.
real situation.
But you're in your late 40s, Ray.
But when he started saying race and strike, I was a little bit. I was upset.
Yeah.
You know, but I wasn't upset with him. But I was going, it is true. Maybe it's time to look at the hair transplant.
But sometimes people will say stuff that you wouldn't say yourself.
Yeah.
Like sometimes the public, you know, they never cease to amaze me. I was about to walk into a pub last night.
Yeah.
Right? Walking from one pub to another to watch E play.
Perfectly normal activities.
With people outside. I was chatting to a bouncer. There was people outside. A woman and a gentleman.
Yeah.
And she said to him, have you a cigarette? He said, I don't. I vape. And she said, oh, give me your vape, so.
What?
Which is a bit like, all right, okay, like. But anyway, she took his vape.
Yeah.
And she took a couple of pulls of it.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's not doing anything for me. And he was like, yeah, I don't know, I like it, you know.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's not doing anything for me at all, right? And then she handed it back to him and she said, you wouldn't catch me vaping anyway, it's awful bad for you. I couldn't actually believe it. I was like, are you serious? Like, you came out looking for a cigarette, took your man's vape and then said, I wouldn't be doing that stuff now if I were you.
Shite.
And I just thought, I wish the world would leave each other alone.
There's even a better one, and I don't mean to outdo you.
Go on.
But myself and Michelle and Lucy, friends of Laura, were standing outside the very same pub one of the nights, and another lady came along, and Lucy and Michelle were having a smoke. Yeah. And she came along and said, can I borrow a cigarette?
I love it.
Right?
You're not going to give it back, so why are you saying borrow?
Can I borrow a cigarette? And she said, my purse and everything got stolen. So she turned on all the hamstrings. And she said, my everything, my wallet, my purse, my whole lot is stolen, and my cigarettes are gone. Any chance I can get a cigarette off you?
Was she perhaps a junkie bastard, Ray? You don't have to say.
She didn't look like a junkie bastard, in fairness to her. She looked rather normal.
Okay.
But I have to say, like, if my purse was robbed, the first thing I would be doing would not be, going looking for cigarettes off people. I'd be going trying to find my purse.
That's why I'm a bit skeptical.
We were all very skeptical, and thanks very much. Michelle and Lucy did not give the lady a cigarette.
No, because
they made multiple excuses saying, "Oh, that's the only ones we have."
You're only enabling her.
Yeah.
I once met a fella on Tuppergall Lane. I know we're getting into stories now. You're talking the guts of 14 years ago.
Yeah.
I was out enjoying myself, Smithix at the time.
Yes.
Would you believe?
Yeah.
I had 11 or 12 of them deep with a good friend of mine, Keeve.
Yeah.
And a gentleman said, have you any money? I'm awful hungry.
Yeah.
Right? And I said to him, are you being honest with me now? Because I drink in me.
You wanted to know?
I said, I just want to know, are you being honest with me now?
Yeah.
Are you going to buy food? Are you going to go down to Centre and buy cans?
Centre.
Right?
Centre.
And he said, I'm probably just going to go down and buy cans.
Oh, nice.
And I said, well, do you know what? You're being
dinner.
honest, I gave him €12.
One for every pint.
I was like, I'm just glad you were honest with me and you didn't go on about this food shit. Like,
yeah.
So there's a film somewhere along the way and I thought it was so perfectly done. This woman is lovely. Oh, there's something about Kendy. That's what it was. There's something about Kendy.
Is that the one with the jizz in there?
Yeah. Well, there's more scenes in it than that. Like, it's not a 15-second film.
Okay.
She gives a homeless fella.
Yeah. A what?
A homeless fella.
No, you called it something else.
A homeless fella.
A homeless fella.
She gives a homeless fella.
The King of Bally homeless.
Right. She gives him a sandwich.
Yeah.
And he says, what am I going to do with that? I'm a junkie bad, whatever. He throws it back at her. That's so perfect. Like, because if I went down to homeless people, not all of them, of course, I'm judging here now. But there's a lot of them that are drinking down,
Yeah.
And you're like, if I went over to be nice, this is a cup of coffee and a sandwich for you. He'd go, have you any cans of Druids?
Yeah.
Instead. Do you know? Anyway, my watch is shouting at me to tell me to get up, Ray. And you're yawning. So maybe that's time now.
I did yawn. Not bad.
No. That's the drink you see has you
put
put out.
I'm time to go.
Anyway, that was it. Fair play to AI Brendan flicking the keys.
295.
Clean off himself. That's 295.
You did remind me of something there before you left there. The €12, the homeless, it's gone out of my head.
No, you're worried if I'm going to be homeless after I apply for this mortgage.
No, you'll get a mortgage.
Ara, hopefully I get a mortgage. Yes, Mark, you have been approved. You're joking.
Yeah.
£25,000. Having gone down to Smith's to have a look at some of the fucking sheds.
Have a look at some of the sheds.
Go down to the range there and have a look at some of the
sheds.
No.
Yeah.
And 2.5 wouldn't even get you. 25 would get you fuck all there too. A 1-bedroom office. Away you go. Ray,
oh, I did have something.
Go on.
I knew it. If
you
anyone,
just caught me there before I said it. You can't go back
I know,
after that.
I can't go back after that. This comes out on Friday, right? And then it's Saturday. And then it's Sunday.
Okay.
And then on the Monday.
Jeez, we're stretching now.
I know, on the Monday, the Atlantic are playing at the Ballygar Carnival Festival. Now, if
Beating
ever
the streets.
The Beating the Street. Do you have any time what time we're playing at?
We're playing at, I think, 9:30 to 11:30.
9:30 to 11:30 in the back of a truck.
Yeah.
If you're in the Ballygar area and you want to see one half of this hit podcast, speak.
Ray will be there.
I'll be there, but
Yeah.
Mark will be doing all the talking.
That's right.
The Atlantic playing the Ballygar Festival 9:30 to 11:30 Beating the Street.
It's my favourite thing about the summertime, and one of the main reasons I sub the Atlantic is play these class.
And it is the most
Local
speakers I will
festivals.
deploy for the summer.
Oh, Ballygar, your man rang me during the week. Have you your own lights and speakers?
Did he?
You know the way your man Pat Mustard just kept laughing on the phone at Father Ted. That's what I did to him for an hour. I didn't answer him at all.
Yeah.
Wait, you see Ray McAndrew lad did to Ballygar.
I've been preparing for this gig.
You think the Tumbling Paddies are bringing a rig?
Yeah. You.
Now wait, you see
No.
now what the Atlantic bring, don't you?
No.
So we're on the Monday night. If
Monday night,
anyone's
9:30
hanging
to
around.
11:30, playing all the hits.
Lovely. Ray, I'll see you there. Fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Caravel.